Hi, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Just gonna get myself organized here. Turn off the volume. Let some others join us. So today we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do, oh, I need my ink. We're gonna do ink, stamp, paper. We're gonna use this Pansy Designer Series Paper, and this is one of the new in colors, and I think I grabbed Smoky Slate for the card base. I think they're working for me this morning. I'm a lover of purple, so that's good. I have to show you, I bought these. Did you know you could get purple Sharpie pens? I did not. Love them. They're a favorite of mine now. Let me just show you because I'm geeking out on it. I love these pens. Yeah, love it. Anyways, those are my new treat for this week. The other thing that I'm going to share with you, which is very exciting, is this bag of tricks right here. So what this is a prize I won, snail mail twine pack. But what this is we did a card swap. So Silver to Silver Elite group on Facebook, those are just levels within Stampin' Up. We did a card swap for the new annual catalog. So what a card swap is, we're gonna do this first because I'm excited about it. I'm pumped. So let's look at the card swaps first. Let me put this over here. So card swap is when you take a card design, and then you repeat it however many times you need to for whoever's in the swap. So in this case, I think there was 20 of us. So let me just find mine. Here's mine. This was my card swap. And I used all the new in colors. And so I made 20 of these in all the new in colors. And then I give them, Heather was organizing it. And then I get 20 cards back, which is exciting. I feel like I'm a bit yellow on my screen, so just let me see if I can brighten this up, if that helps. Okay, so they're in plastic sleeves. That's what we do to sort of keep them, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep them pristine, I suppose. Okay, so let's get to it. You ready? Here we go. I'm going to flip them over, and hopefully whoever has made the card, these are demonstrators from all over Canada, and who is on the back would be responsible for making the card. I'm just actually looking now to see your comments. Oh, hi Jody, hi Marie, good morning, morning. Okay, so hopefully this gives you some inspiration. So let's get to it. So this one, they've used the back, let me find my words. They have used an embossing folder that looks like a brick wall. Look at this. She's taken the pot. So this is, I'm not sure what set this is. I don't have it, but she's taken this pot, which would normally look like that, and she's turned it over to be like a little pedestal for that. That's cute. And then of course she's got one of the bees on there. Love the bees. Okay, so this will be one of the other new in colors. So I'm gonna do a class. These are new dies. Look at those. Amazing. You are absolutely amazing. So this is a stamp set and the dies that come all together. Oh, this one. This is super fun. We did this in the demonstrator meeting. So you may have seen this, but this is so cool. Okay, so I haven't actually opened it. Okay, so this is the Pansy Suite, and this is some of the pale papaya. I think this is pale papaya. That's pretty. And they're little pockets. So let's see what we got. Black tea from Murchie's. Nice. Maybe this was a local person. And then pansy flowers. Oh my god, I love it. I'm going to plant these today, actually. Oh, shoot. I forgot to water the plants before I started this. All right, let's see what this is. Tanya, thank you so much for joining. It was fun, Heather. Ah. So she has, let's see what she's done here on the inside. So like in the Pansy Suite, I don't have it to show you, but I'll show you in the paper. You can, the dies match some of the paper sometimes. So she's punched the paper out of the DSP, the Designer Series paper, and then she's put purple around the outside of the paper. Love it. This is cool. So let me put this one aside. Oh, and then the puffins. The tufted puffins. Cute. And this is the art gallery is the stamp set. So this is a 2-step stamping. So she's got an embossed piece back here. Oh, and this one is embossed too. Wow, look at all the layers on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, 5 layers. Wow. So that's pretty. So I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love Misty Moonlight. I'm digging it. So this has got a, you can't quite see it because it's tucked in behind, but there's a die that cuts the paper sort of like on a fun to make a border. And this one is clean and simple. These are dies that you can get now from the annual catalog for tags, so clearly she's used it for the front. I don't know what this must be a new die too, the one that's carving going that way. And that pink just pops, hey? So she's got the pink paper, what's it called? Polished pink? I think it's polished pink. And then the ink is polished pink, and then she's got it here as polished pink too. So that's pretty. Oh shoot, I'm not turning them upside down to see. This is Faye. Sorry, let me back up here, folks. Connie Douglas, so she's from Ontario. This gal here, Faye, is from Saskatchewan. I don't know who this one's from. What's here? This is Carol from Ontario. I didn't see one in this bag. I don't know who made this. Maybe Heather made that one. I don't know. This is Debbie. Doesn't say where Debbie's from. And this one is from, oh, look at all of her great information on here. Feel free to check these people out too. Stampin' with Pauline. Doesn't say where Pauline's from. So let me just have a peek in here. Can I have a peek in here? Oh, and she's done the envelope too, which is nice. Let's see. So for the swap, what you're supposed to do, I say supposed to because I did not do it, I meant to do it, is you're supposed to put what we call the recipe in here. So it talks about the stamp set that's used, the dies, any inks, cardstocks, all that kind of stuff if we want to make them again. So this is Marilyn. That's good. Okay, now we're on track. So Linda from Edmonton. Oh, so this is this back here is a background stamp, and that's the same die as before, and it looks like she's white. She's heat embossed that with white powder. And this one, so gotta give credit to the people who are making these. So this is made by Sandra McLaughlin. So that's pretty. This is one whole die, and it looks like she's put some, she's maybe used our blending brushes to get some color back there. This is kind of cool how she's tied the sentiment to each side. That's different. I've not seen that before. Cool. Okay, so then we have, holy moly, this is a thick card. Let's just open this. Got a lot of layers happening here. Oh my God, bless her. Did she type? She hand wrote. Yeah, this is handwritten. Oh my goodness, girl. Marcia Height. You have outdone yourself by handwriting all those. That's pretty. Okay, so this is a hydrangea set, and it looks like a fun fold. Aw, she's done a nice job there for the inside. This is substantial. How many layers are we looking at here? So card base, first layer, second layer, third, fourth, so 5, 6, 7, we've got 8 layers here. Holy moly, that's why it seems so substantial. And look what she's done with the bow. So, oh my gosh, she's got a double. I want to know how to do this. Do you see how she's got the 2, what do you call them, bows here? So 4 altogether, and then she's got the other ribbon here. That's cool. I don't even know how she did that. So that's good. Does she list how to, sometimes they put like video links on there. This also looks like a fun fold. Let's just have a look. Who has done this beautiful card? Susan. Okay, the little things you do make such a difference. So she's gone ahead and cut this out of the paper as well, and it's a bit of a fun fold. Oh, it's a little, like a gift card holder you could put in there. That's nice. Love it. And this one, so this is from Jennifer in Ontario. Let's see your card, Jennifer. So she's put this wood paper on the card itself, or on the envelope, which is cool. And then there's the tree. This is, geez, I wish I remember the name of the stamp set. Yes, Jody, I will figure it. You know what? I'll show you something. In our demonstrator group, we have one of the gals that's there, Karen, who's a demonstrator. Her husband has a 3D printer, and she saw this on a different demonstrator who was using it. But this you use to tie bows. So you'll wrap the ribbon here, and then you wrap it and do, I don't actually really know. She showed me how to use it, but I need to play with it a bit to figure it out. And I think you can do the double bows that were there with that gizmo. So I will figure out how to do that. Okay, so this one, I have this one. So it looks like, so she's embossed the back. This is Designer Series paper here. And then this is a tree. It's got the 2 different layers to it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. It's good. The dies make it a little less complicated with the dies. Then you just have to figure out how to get them on the page. So, who has done this one for us? This is, where's your name? Oh, here she is. Ginny Duncan. Oh, from Maple Ridge. So this is the Sweet Succulent set. It looks like she's cut the leaves like out of the dies, or I mean, used the DSP to use in the dies. Well, that looks pretty. Put that on the inside. Beautiful. Okay. Now this one is, who's this one from? This one has using, I don't know if you've seen it in the catalog, but this paper is, oh, it's quite thick. This paper, if you can see it, is all glimmery. It is the daisy stamp, that's right. So this is the punch, and this is, like, there's 2 sizes of the punches here, and then this is the, I think this is the sprig punch that just gives the leaves. Oh, it's a fun fold. Let's see what's happening. So who made this one? Oh, this is Heather. Heather, she organized our swaps. Ready? I know what this one does. Boom. So that's the fun fold. This is a really pretty card, Heather. So she's used the embossing folder here at the back. And this paper, wow, it really pops. That's cool. I like it. And this one, we've seen this a couple of times on here. And then I don't know what where this designer series paper is from. Let's have a look. Pattern Party is the designer series paper. And this is Donna from Saskatchewan. That's pretty. And she's used that die that we've seen. Oh, here it is right here. So this is the same die as this. But what she's done, whoops, is she's obviously put it on an angle and chopped off. That's a neat look to have. My cards are falling. Okay, so this is the Painted Poppy. This one is one that was in the catalog last year and it's carried over. Beautiful set. There's 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies. And it looks like she's done some watercoloring back here. And she's used I assume it's a she, used the new ink colors. There are some male crafters out there and they do amazing, amazing work. So this is Bonnie from Calgary. Oh, and look at your envelope, Bonnie. That looks pretty. It's a nice simple card. That's pretty. Oh, and she's used you probably can't see it, but we've got white shimmer paper, so it's got the glitter built into the paper, and that's what she's used there. Okay, so this is really a striking set. Who has made this lovely? Janice Thompson in Ontario. So this suite, I think it's about $80 for the suite, and you get a stamp set, a punch, the designer series paper, as well as some twine, some gold twine. So this is really pretty with this gold paper on the back. So this is the punch. And then she's gold heat embossed this, which, by the way, she has done an excellent job because, do you see how intricate this is? I'm a little bit off here. Let me move my camera. So do you see how detailed that is? Sometimes that's really hard. So what heat embossing is that you will ink up your stamp with something called Versamark, which is a clear ink. You stamp it down, you won't really see it, and then you shake powder over it, you knock the powder off, and then you use a heat tool, it's like a hair dryer, to heat up the embossing powder, which is sticking from the Versamark that you use, and then it creates this beautiful effect. Now, what's challenging is that sometimes when you have intricate stamps, your Versamark and your powder and everything just kind of blends, but that is not the case here. And then this is the designer series paper. That's quite pretty. Quite pretty. All right, 2 more to go. This one is Simple and Sweet. So who has done this? This is Sharon. I'm not sure where you're from, Sharon. So this is, so I was looking at these last night, and I didn't take it out of the package, but I see now that she's put the paper on a piece of window sheet back here. So I don't know if you can see that in between. And then she must have mounted the paper, and then once this whole thing was done, she would have die cut it with a circle and then put this flower in here. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's creative for sure. Nice job. Try to keep all these organized. Okay, last but not least, so this was one of the papers I was thinking about using today. Oh my goodness, look at this sheet she's put in here. Let's see what's happening. All right, so there's our card. What is happening here? What is this? Oh my goodness. Go girl. Let's see, project planner. So you've got the product number, stamp set bundle, cardstock, ink. Oh my gosh, even where it is on the catalog and what the cost is. And instructions, wow. Joanne Johnson. That's a deluxe card swapper right there. Okay, so this is Simple and Sweet. course, the colors from the Designer Series paper and the ink will all match. Well, that's pretty. It's a pretty stamp set. It must be from the Pansy. I'm not sure if she's mixed the Pansy paper and another stamp set. I don't know if anybody knows what stamp set this is. I do not. That's pretty. Wow. Okay, so that's it for the card swaps. I hope you liked them. I sure like them. Card swaps are awesome. They're a lot of work, but I mean, clearly, look at all these amazing creations. So that's awesome. Okay, so let's get to our project. So, if you want to either craft with me or take some notes so that you can do it later, you just need some cardstock, Designer Series paper, and a stamp set. Whatever kind of sentiment you would like to do. Now, there is some folks that'll do a card, cut out your sentiment strip, but don't stamp your sentiment and just tuck it in with your card, and then when it is time to give a card, then you can customize it to whatever sentiment you need for at the time. So feel free to do that too. All right, so here's my cutter, and I need my cheat sheet. What else do I need? Let's put this off to the side. Now, let's get our card base going. So card base that I have is your standard card base, which is, should be 5.5. Oh, this is not cut properly. 5.5 by 8.5. So we're 8.5 this way. I need, what did I say? I think I need to have 5.5. This is 5 3/4. So let's go 5.5. So I'm gonna line it up here. So for if you don't have a trimmer, or if you do and you're new to using it, the Stampin' Up trimmer has two options. One's a cutting blade and one's a scoring blade. So that's what we're going to use. So 4 1/4 is where we're going to score it, which is half of 8.5. So I'm using my scoring tool there. And then I'm folding. And then you can use your bone folder to get a good crisp edge. And there's our card base. So let's talk about what we're going to do here for our layers. So I thought what I would do is like one sheet of Designer Series paper and then another sheet of cardstock, and we're going to kind of like offset them a little bit. And then I'm going to do the sentiment with this. So in order to kind of do that, first I want my bone folder. So this lays down better. So what I do with that is I take this is like a little cheat sheet that tells me, so if I have a standard card base, this will tell me my first layer is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to fit perfectly at 1/4 inch all the way around. Send me your cheat. Yeah, for sure I'll send you this, Jody. I've got it as a PDF. I just actually sent it to Nancy as well. And yeah, so you'll just cut, I just used cheap cardstock, and I'll give you one of these rings too, Jody, since you're here in Victoria. Yeah, so anyways, for this card, because I want 2 pieces, I don't really want to do that. I want them to be smaller, like an offset. I think I'm actually even gonna put them like on angles, like 2 pieces like this. So that's 4 1/4 by 3. Actually, I might do, anyway, so this is obviously how I use this little cheat sheet. I think I like this size actually. Yeah. All right, so where are we at? We're 4 by 2 3/4. Let me just get a piece here. And let's cut this. So we're at 4. Actually, how big is this? Let's do 2 3/4 this way. And we're 4 this way. So this card is meant to just show you that you don't necessarily have to have a whole bunch of fancy things. You're just ink, stamps, and paper. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to do another one of the Designer Series paper here. And then we're going to do our sentiment. Ooh, could it be that it's worked out so beautifully? Where's my stamp set? I think it's not quite wide enough. I was going to use just because. Oh my gosh, it might work out perfectly. Let's save that. All right, let's figure out what we're doing for Designer Series paper. All right, I think I showed you guys the Designer Series paper already. Can you post the measurement thing? Oh yes, Lori, I can do that too, you bet. I can for sure do that. Post it too. And then whoever can download it, I need to put it on my website is what I need to do. All right, so here's all the paper in this suite. What is this one called? Pansy Petal Designer Series Paper. So this is the front and then this is the back. So when I put my paper, after I get it, obviously I look at it, but then I put it alternating front and back so I don't keep having to flip. So there's front and back. This gingham was super popular. Is this right? This one, I think I'm a bit mixed up here. This should be down here. So then there's these two. So in some of those cards that we were talking about, how the die matches the paper, this is the paper. So the die, I'm not sure if it fits the small, but I know for sure it fits the large. So sometimes Stampin' Up! Will have Designer Series paper that matches the die and you can pop it out. So I thought about maybe using these two. Keep going here. Is this right? Yeah. And I think the die also fits this leaf as well. I love this Designer Series paper as well, Nancy. It's so like pops. I think this is the one I'm going to use for today. Sorry, where's my card base? Here it is. So see how the purples come together? Love it. Okay, let's put that one aside. And then this is front and back of the last one. So similar to what we're going to use today, it's directional, so we'll just want to be mindful of how we're cutting. I kind of thought maybe I wanted to use the back side of this, so I'm going to take that one out too, just to see. So now, of course, don't forget, you've got all of, so your Designer Series paper, I store them in these plastic sleeves, and then my scraps go in there as well. And I just get these, where do I get them? Amazon, Staples. And then I stick what's from the back of the Designer Series paper from the packaging because it's got all the colors that match the paper here for a quick reference. So that's what's happening there. So now what do you think about this? What do you think about this as your small and offset piece, or this one and no gingham? I think I'm going gingham. I like it. Let's use the DSP. Let's do it. All right, so let's be mindful of our cutting because this is directional. So I want the 2 3/4 to go this way. Is that what we're doing? Yes, 2 3/4. And we're doing 4. Let's see what's on the back of this one. That's pretty too. But I'm sticking with the purple. All right, so then these go back in my little plastic sleeve. And then let's do this one too. And it doesn't really matter which you do. Actually, let's go 2 3/4 this way. So if when you are cutting with your trimmer, if you're getting like rough edges, I think it's because you're pushing too hard. That's what happens to mine. And then, so when that happens, I don't get a smooth edge. I just kind of run my fingers over it to calm down the sides of the paper. But keep that in mind. Sometimes it could be that you think that you need a new blade when really, if you're sort of mindful about your cutting and do it lightly rather than pushing hard, which is my go-to, I find that I don't actually need a new blade. I need to just not be pressing so hard is what the deal is. Okay, so now it's decision time. Maybe we could use all three. All right, so we can go something like this. I don't hate that. Let's take this out. This is the creative process. It's happening. It is happening. Looks better live. It totally does. The Designer Series paper, I don't even think about it anymore. It comes out, I order it, because I think there was only one Designer Series pack, which is something about a lily pad something or other, and I was just not a fan. But every other time, every other time I've used you just buy the DSP and I just love it. I just use it all the time. Let's get crazy and turn this way. Okay, so I'm open for your comments if you would like to help me decide. Okay, this one. Nope. I think I like this paper. I mean, this is pretty. Whoops. So many options. That's too much. That's pretty. I don't know. What do you think? Like that. Nancy likes the first one. Oh my gosh. What was the first one? This one and this one? I kind of want to use that gingham. Maybe like this. So many options. Like that. How about this? Pansy with the black background. Yeah, this one. What do you think about that? And then we can do like a sentiment strip. Yeah, the Designer Series paper, I mean, you really just can't go wrong. So if you like a Designer Series paper, and then in the catalog or online, you can see what colors match, and then you can look and see in your stash, you know, do I have those colors to match? Or you can always use black too. Oh my god, I'm stumped. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna switch it up on you. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna offset like that. Ink, stamp, and paper. How about that? I feel like I need something in the background though. We're stamping, folks. Let's do it. I'm ditching this one. Unless you tell me differently. I think I'm gonna go with this. Are we thumbs up on this one? So let me get out my purple. Purple. My fresh freesia? Oh, it is fresh freesia. All right. So here's the purples. This fresh freesia is the one. All right, doing fresh freesia. And what's happening here is that I want to have, so we're sticking with ink, stamp, and paper. I like this. I think is what I'm going with, but it's a bit naked in the background. So the stamp set that I'm using is Lovely You. And we're going to add some of these as the background because we can. All right, where's my stamping? Where's my block? Oh my goodness. Here it is. Buried. So I think what I'm going to do is a few of these around, I don't know, What's your guys' creative process? Is it similar to what I'm doing? Oh yeah, I like that one. Okay. Now, just let me think about this for a second. So if I'm going to add some of these, I'm just going to add some to the background. So we're using Fresh Freezer. So that's good. So just tap, tap, gentle. And I don't need my mat because, well, actually I should put a little piece of paper behind there so I don't get ink on my work surface. All right. So straight up, straight down. This is gonna look pretty. I know it. I'm digging it. Let's just keep on stamping. So sometimes we can get carried away with more than ink, stamp, and paper when really you don't need more than that. You can make some gorgeous projects with the basics. So that's what I wanted to share today. So any stamps that really, what I'm doing here is I'm basically making my own background. So you can do this, it's just simple, and don't forget you can do that with your stamps and make a background. Make use of them. All right, what do we think? We like it? We don't like it? I would actually like to add some ribbon. Is that cheating? Can I add ribbon? I'm doing it. I'm adding ribbon. Because I happen to have the ribbon that matches the paper. I don't know what's happening with my IT or my, it says that the video is pausing, so I'm not sure if it's working out, but hopefully you're all still with me. I think I'm going to do this. What do you think? I think I should do a different sentiment strip. Let's tie a bow. Actually, let's use this. See, this would be a good time if I could do that double bow from that card swap. Well, that's pretty too. Let's do 2 strips of this because we can. Grab my snips and cut. So I'm going to do 2 strips, I think. Sure, why not? I dig it. Digging it. Just feel like maybe having this is a little, it interrupts the purple a little bit. Go purple at the bottom. What do you think? Do you like the 2? Do you like 2? They kind of blend. I don't know. You like the 2? It's practice, Nancy. I make it look so easy, but it's hours and hours of practice. For sure. It's my Zen space. Sitting here trying to figure out, you can't see it. This one here, you can't see it, or the 2. What do you think? 1 or 2 strips? Okay, maybe can you comment? I'm just going to grab some white paper for my sentiment strip. 1 or 2? Maybe a bow. It's hard to see. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so let's make a bow maybe and see. What other colors are in there? Oh, I guess the pink. Let's see how we do with a bow. Yes. A bow. we go. Oh yeah, I think that's better. Good call, good call. Good call on the bow. I should be using my little doodad here. Karen, are you watching? I need a tutorial, my friend. I do not know how to use this gizmo. I'm intimidated by it. That's it. Keeping it. I am actually just gonna look for that other pink. This one. This is the other new in color. I think it's too much though. I don't like it. All right, let's finish this sucker up. Let's get her done. I need dimensionals. So let's put our pieces aside. Now I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this one. Look at me, I can't decide. Oh. What about this? I don't know. What do you think? Or this one? Here's my glue. Guys, I think I'm changing it. I don't know. No, I'm gonna stick with the original design. All right. One of the things with the Designer Series paper is that you inevitably have to not show one side, which is always a drag because usually both sides are amazing. All right, so I've got my, what is this? Stamp and Seal on one end. Let's do dimensionals on this side. However many you think you need. I'm going to do 4, I'm going to do 5. Oh no, Nancy, the delay with my Facebook Live. You like the yellow. Sorry, friend, I switcherooed. I've committed now, obviously, but I have all sorts of paper so I could make another one with the other, with the yellow, because I do like it as well. And you know what? I think that my card base is quite dark, so I think you could do a different card color base and bring out some of those colors. All right, so let's talk about our ribbon. So I'm going to use my glue dot to put that down eventually. So let's talk sentiment. So I'm going to commit to my sentiment. What am I doing? I think just because is where I'm going with this. Yeah, just because. So this stamp set actually goes with, whatchamacallit, the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch, which I'm not using today because we're doing just ink, stamp, and paper, and I've already cheated a bit with ribbon, but just so you know. So I'm going to stamp this. I'm not taking this off because I need a wet wipe to clean it, but I'm going to stamp my sentiment on this piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to leave enough at the end to flag the end. I might actually flag both ends. So when you're doing that, I'll show you how to flag, but you're just going to leave a bit of space at the end. Beautiful. Yes, 2 sides of the block. Nancy, for sure. Use it all. I've had multiple stamps on there for sure. You do one block, you can put all kinds on there. All right, so let's get a bigger pair of scissors. Now, to do this, you could certainly use your paper trimmer to make sure to get a crisp edge. I'm going to see how I do here with this. Not very well, I don't think. Oh yeah, that's all right. Look at that. Nailed it. All right, here's the trick. You ready? Snips. paper, we're flagging. Do we know what flagging is? You're gonna go right in the middle and you're gonna cut as deep as you want your flag to be. Then go here to the tip and you're gonna use your snips to cut into the very tip that you just made. One side, and exactly the same on this side. Boom, we just flagged it. So now, let's have a look. Are we flagging one side? Or maybe we need to flag the other side. Or, so maybe if we stick this over the side a bit so you can see the flagging, and then maybe we'll put our bow right like that. I think I like it. Now let's see, maybe we don't need this purple ribbon. If we do this, and then we're doing this. I don't know that we need the purple ribbon. I don't think so. Abort. I think I'm just gonna do this. It's pretty. Okay, so why not put this on dimensionals too? And then we're gonna use a glue dot to get our bow on. And then maybe we'll stamp on the inside of the card too. And don't forget about your envelopes. To stamp on your envelopes. Good, good. Is that straight? It gets a bit wonky with the papers that are kind of, you're like, is that straight? I think we're okay. All right, so for your glue dots, if you don't know this trick, you're just taking a piece of ribbon and you're tying it around, and why you're doing that is because then if you don't, it kind of unravels all over the place, and so then you just pull back to expose the next glue dot. Take your bow, squish it down, lift it up, and then your glue dot's on there, and then you're ready for the next one. So then I just kind of tear that, and then there's the next one. So that's how it lives in my drawer. Okay, so then this is going on. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. Oh, let's do the inside. And then we're done. I feel like I want to do a different, well, let's do this one, and then let's do one more. Flower from the set. Let's see. Maybe this one. All right, so what do I have to tell you about? I need to tell you that I have not been doing my newsletter as of late, but I am picking that back up again. So if you need to be on the newsletter listing, please let me know so that you get the latest newsletter. And I'm going to be giving away a mini stamp cut and emboss machine. It's the first time I'm ever doing it. I put in a massive order for a bunch of clients. I think it was over $800, so you get a 50% off item. And I got a mini stamp cut and emboss machine. I don't need one because I have one, but I'm gonna give it away. Let me show you. So this is the machine I'm talking about. And then it comes with all of your plates that you need, as well as some instructions. So it's the mini stamp and cut emboss. Here's all the plates. And then this is what it looks like. And here's your thing. So what you use this for is with your dies to cut out, like for example, the flowers that we were talking about. So this is the machine. And so what you do is you make your sandwich. So like this, your plates, you put your paper and then your die, and then you put this over top, and then you run it through, and then you have your punched out piece over here. So it's like a punch, only fancy. And then to store it, you just, and it's lightweight. Anyway, so I got one of these. I think they're about 85 bucks Canadian on the Stampin' Up website. And I'm going to give it away. I have no idea what the contest rules are going to be, but so that should be coming this next week. So that's exciting. So that's going to be in my newsletter for a chance to win. And I've got my Flowers of Friendship class coming up. That's this one here. That's using this one. And here are all of the card kits that go with. So we're doing 4 cards, and we're using some Designer Series paper, and we're going to use the new in colors. So this class is free when you buy the punch and stamp set, which I think it's about, I think it's $47 plus shipping and tax, and then whatever inks if you need those. So that's coming up. And that's it. We're finished, everybody. So thanks for hanging out with me. Super appreciate everybody tuning in and comments and everything. When the class, Nancy, is going to be May 30th, which I think is a Sunday. So there'll be 2 class options this time. One is that, you know, purchase the stuff from Stampin' Up and then join the Zoom class, which will be on Sunday, I think it's May 30th, from 10 to 12, so similar to other classes. And then the other option is that if you can't make the May 30th, then you'll get a YouTube link, like a private link, and then you can put the projects together on your own. Everybody will get the link to the YouTube, so that even if you join the class and you want to make them again later but not quite sure what the steps are or what's happening, then you've got the video there to refer back to for sure. And you never know with the video, I always come across, you know, tips and tricks as we're rolling through the cards, so that's always fun to have as well. So that's what's happening. Those are all my updates. I'm gonna go make sure Zach's eating breakfast now. We went for a massive bike ride. We did 14-kilometer bike ride yesterday out on the peninsula, which was amazing. It was so pretty. And then we had lunch in the back of the car. Yeah, so I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday, awesome weekend. Thanks again for tuning in. Like I say, go back if you joined late. You might want to roll back the replay so you can see all of the different swaps. There's 20 different swaps there that you might want to have a look at. And stay tuned for information about my class. And I will post my little cheat sheet on my Facebook page for sure. If you're local, I bought a whole, I think there's like 100 in a box from Amazon. So if you want one of these, then let me know and I'll throw one in your bag the next time you order. Or if you're local, then I'll drop one by for sure. So thanks everybody. Have an awesome weekend and bye for now.